Hello and welcome back to the Fracking Farmhouse, where once more I shall be asking for audience participation. Well, if you want to be a keyboard warrior, the last one I did we had a very short deadline to get our public objections in, but DeFRA are having a consultation, that's the Department for Food and Rural Affairs, and having a consultation that's open till the 11th of October. So we've got plenty of time. And what it's asking for is our measures to reduce personal water use. So you can log on to them and just add your name and email, and then you've got an 18-page questionnaire with lots of plenty of boxes where you can write what you think. Okay, and I learnt some things from that today. You know, the average person at the moment uses 141 litres of water a day. And they're worried about that because that's unsustainable. Going forward to 2050, we just won't have that much water. In fact, the water companies are forecasting that we're going to reduce our personal water usage to 123 litres per person per day. Although Southern Water want us to reduce our usage to 100 litres per day. And DeFRA are putting out this consultation for us to write back and say how we're going to do it and what we think about smart meters and what incentives and all these sort of things, right? And of course this is a fracking farmhouse, isn't it? So we're gonna go on. And the last question, I mean, you could play it straight and just fill in all the questions very honestly. Well, no, you're going to do that anyway, aren't you? You're honest viewers. But in the last one, it says, you know, what are the things that are stopping you? You might consider stopping you reducing your personal water, and there's a few options, but I'm going to tick other, and then I'm going to say what is the point if the government is contemplating fracking, right? Because fracking uses an awful lot of water, and it mains water, clean tap water, and then once it comes out it's radioactive and it's full of soup. I mean, they put some chemicals in before it goes down and it comes out with more in, right? So it's a way of poisoning water, as well as the risk of poisoning aquifers as well. But let's just talk about the water, the mains water they're going to take and stick down the well, right? And remember that at the moment I am using 141 litres of water a day, but Southern Water would like me to use 100. And Quadrilla at Preston New Road say in their things that they will use between 5.9 to 8.9 million gallons of water per frac. Okay, and they've got 4 wells. They're planning on 4 wells there, right? So 5.9 to 8.9. I've taken an average. Let's say it's just 7.5 million gallons per frac. Oh, but that's in imperial, isn't it? Yeah, because Americans use gallons and it's all American technology. There are 3.785 litres in a gallon. So if you multiply it up, it's 28,387,500, roughly 30 million litres of water per frac. Okay, that's what Quadrilla, using their things, are saying they're going to use at Preston New Road. If I carry on using water at 141 litres a day, do you know how long it's going to take me to use as much water as one frac? 582 years. Okay, so DeFRA is saying, what can you do to save water? What I can do is I can make a no fracking way video. I can make a fracking farmhouse and urge the government not to allow fracking, because that would be the same as me not using any water for 582 years. Okay, so and this is so typical. It's like the climate change thing. The Australian government did it terribly. They are terrible government, and they're contemplating fracking, and they do a really big thing. What can you do to reduce your usage, right? The whole thing about carbon emissions and that, they try and make it a personal thing while they're the ones raping the planet. Okay, it's the government's to act. That I cannot do personally enough to make a difference if they're going to contemplate fracking. Okay, should we measure up? How many wells are they proposing? Well, the Independent on the 25th of April last year said they estimated 6,100 wells will be needed to be fracked to halve the imports. Okay, not wipe out imports, but to halve the gas imports. And so if you do the maths and you get those 6,100 times my 821 years, if I save water really well, that is 5 million years of water saving by me to service the water needs of the fracking industry that wants to get going. So you've got until the 11th of October to go to the DeFRA website, measures to reduce personal water use, log yourself on and let them know at DeFRA that I'm not going to save any water unless they ban fracking. I'm just not, because there's no point. Absolutely no point at all. There's no point in me taking personal responsibility if the government aren't going to take responsibility. So there you go. Not that I'll waste it, but those guys, the guys in power, have to take the lead here. We are just people on the ground hoping that they're going to save the planet for us. So just on water usage alone, government ban fracking. Thanks very much for watching the Fracking Farmhouse. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye-bye.